Man, we haven't talked Cowboys in a hot minute. Micah's still waiting on the contract.
Yep.
It's reported that he will be in Oxnard and, without a contract.
Supposedly.
He's been out here, at all the practices, the voluntary workouts and all that. He's been there. He's not holding out. I wonder what the holdup is. I guess we'll just. I mean, TJ Watt just got signed to crazy money, and it's
Exactly.
like
I was just about to say that, bro. I literally a
yesterday's
couple of
price
days,
and today's price.
bro. I literally watched that. I think it was a couple of days ago where they were interviewing Micah on a show, and they're like asking him, "Hey, so what's the holdup with the contract? Like, are your people not talking to Jerry? Is Jerry not talking to y'all?" I mean, and he's like, "I don't know. That's business stuff in the background that's going on. I'm just wait. I've been ready. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for somebody to call me and be like, hey, this is the number." It's like we were ready at the end of last season. We were ready. So I don't know what the holdup is at this point. You saw TJ just get his huge, I think it was 41 mil contract that he just signed. So it's something that frustrates the shit out of me, bro, because it's just like last year when we were like, what the fuck are we waiting on for CD? What the fuck are we waiting on for Dak? Like, can we just get this shit wrapped up, signed? Let's get it closed out, and let's move on to whatever's next. Like, whatever else we have on our plate, let's get that going. And it always seems, and I don't know if it's that mentality from Jerry that where it's like the best deals are made at the last second, or I don't know how the hell that saying goes. But
Deadlines make deals.
yeah, deadlines make deals, whatever the hell it is, bro. That is the dumbest fucking way of thinking, in my opinion.
It's bad for the pocketbook, right?
Bro, it's like
It costs you. It costs you in the long run. And I
yes,
think that's one of the biggest things that is frustrating to a Cowboys fan is, bro, you see these other teams that are successful and they're ahead of it, right? They're like, we know we want
very
him.
much so. Yeah,
We're gonna get ahead of it a year or two in advance. We're not gonna wait till the last minute.
exactly.
We're gonna set the market now instead of wait until the price is even higher in a year or two, and then we're gonna reset the market at that point. The Cowboys, the Jones boys are in it with a mindset of we'd rather pay late than pay too early. That's kind of what it seems like their mindset is in developing this team is we want to be 100% before we commit long term. And I'm just like, damn, fool, you done seen 4 years of this. Like, what are you waiting on? What else do you need
Exactly.
to see? You know what he is. He's been pretty consistent through his
Yep,
time here in Dallas.
he has.
You kind of have an idea. You're going to get about 13 sacks a year. Uh, you're going to get him. Unfortunately, he's going to be hot starting, and then by the end of the season, from what we've seen, he'll
Fizzles
kind of
out.
fade off for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Yep,
But that is what comes with having a freak athlete like Micah on the field. You're
exactly.
not gonna just not do anything with him. At least I don't think you would. But at some point, you have to be willing to admit because the price isn't going down.
Oh, it's not. It's
It's
not.
not going down by waiting. Like it only continues to increase.
Yes,
So the Cowboys have no leverage in this situation other than we just won't sign him, which at that point, that's really not leverage anyway, because then Mike can go play anywhere.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He can go deal with a contender instead of whatever it is we got going on with Schottenheimer and what looks like almost like a restructure rebuild type situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's really no leverage, but the Cowboys have always shown that they are willing to wait it out and pay it out instead of be a little bit early. Now, what they really haven't shown in the past is an affinity for making enemies with their players, especially the guys that they consider star players or key components. One
Mm-hmm.
of those guys that they just re-upped a few years ago was Trayvon Diggs. He
Yeah.
got in early, he got paid, he got hurt, and
Yep.
then it's kind of like you hear stories and rumblings and murmurs of, well, he's not really around the team very often. He's not really rehabbing very hard. We don't know what he's really doing. We're not really satisfied with the way he's working out to come back. He did come back, then he got hurt again, and they were just like, we're just gonna sit him out. We don't really know where Trayvon's at with his recovery overall. But what we do know is the Cowboys just fined him a significant amount of money because he wasn't working out enough with the team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when that became such a big deal to the Cowboys and Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, but to me, with murmurs of we're looking to trade him or get rid of him, and now you're doing this, it doesn't look positive for Trayvon Diggs that he's going to be here long term as a Dallas
Yeah,
Cowboy. What do you
I
think,
was,
man?
bro. I was just thinking the same thing. I mean, we've already, again, he was one of the ones that closed his deal early and was able to play through some injury at one point, but then we got re-injured again and was placed on the bench. And one of those guys that kind of showed up, he was balling out, and then all of a sudden it's like, what the hell happened to Trayvon Diggs? Like, we used to have a shutdown corner there, and now it's like there's nothing there now. And so from a business perspective, from a team perspective, when I look at that, and then I see that you're not participating in any of the workouts, you're not with the team constantly. It makes me already think as a player, even if I was a teammate at that point, I'd be like, why the hell isn't he coming to practice? Why isn't he showing up with the rest of us? Why is this person so much more able to do whatever the hell he wants, basically? And we're over here still busting our asses trying to get better. Like, that already leaves a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm already thinking he's already 1 foot out the door, basically, or looking for another place to go to. So in my mind, that's the way that I would think it from a teammate's perspective. From a business perspective, from management perspective, that's another thing you're looking at, and you see all these different things that he's doing, and the things that he's not participating in. It doesn't give me much confidence in that player to be like, oh yeah, we're just going to continue to pay him the way that we've been paying him. I need him to understand that, hey, we're paying you to play here. We're paying you to be part of this team. And if you don't want to be a part of this team, then we can just start, taking that out of your salary. Like, I mean, just let's just let's call a spade, bro. Call it what it is. At this point, with all the rumblings and everything else that's going on, I would not be surprised here if in the next couple of weeks we see some sort of headline saying Trayvon is traded to, I don't know, to Houston to go be with his brother. I don't know. Who knows, bro? But it wouldn't surprise me one bit if Trayvon didn't make it to the beginning of the season next year.
Yeah, man, it's something that for sure it's like Trayvon went from, in my opinion, he was our number one
Was, yeah.
by far, head
Hmm.
and shoulders. He was our number one cornerback.
Hmm.
I wouldn't necessarily ever have considered him shut down, but he was very much like feast or famine, and he was feasting quite a bit. Like
Oh yeah.
the year of the INTs, like that was the guy. Like he was the guy that was making
Yep.
headlines. It was like every week he was getting one. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And everybody was like, "Oh, Diggs, like this is awesome. This is exactly what we were looking for.
What we
We
needed.
did not miss.
Yep.
Like this is it." And then you had he got hurt, and then Bland went out there, and then Bland with
Balled
the
out.
pick sixes, and then it was
Hmm.
like just like that. The fans get fickle, and they're like, "Well, do we really need to pay Trayvon? Like,
Yeah.
Bland's out here killing it.
But
We
by that
only
time, he
gotta."
was already paid, I think, right?
I think he was, bro. I think
Yeah,
he was. So you're looking at that. I still think Trayvon Diggs gives you the best chance at corner. I
he
think he's
does.
your best guy on the roster currently for cornerback. And I think he brings that veteran leadership. He's got a great relationship with Micah. He's got a good relationship with Dak, even though there was that whole he called Dak a bitch at practice. And
Bro,
then I'm like, bro, that's you guys are just that's what we do when we're playing, right? When you're on the
exactly.
field, you're just BSing with your guys, and
Yeah.
everybody wanted to make it personal, but it wasn't. But I think Trayvon Diggs is very quickly wearing out his welcome here in Dallas. And I don't think I'm like you, man. I don't know how much longer he's got. Maybe he goes this year, maybe they trade him this year, but after this year, I don't know if I would anticipate Trayvon being a Cowboy. It just seems like there's a lot of the bloom is no longer on that rose, and it
with it.
feels like the Cowboys, they're not happy with the way he's working on his recovery, and they're just looking for a reason. And I think this is kind of a way
Yeah.
that we're
With
sending,
everything that's
the
going on,
message, and
with
the Cowboys,
everything that's
man,
going
we're
on,
sending the
bro,
message.
with everything that's going on, do you think that it'll affect his playing time if he makes it all the way to, the start of this year?
I don't think he's gonna start this year. I think he's still recovering, and I think that's also gonna be part of the mode of what they use to determine if they're gonna bring him back.
Mm,
Because if he's not doing his rehab and recovery with the Cowboys like they want him to, and then it takes him a little longer than anticipated, or if he has any kind of real setback, then it's gonna be like, see, you're wasting our time, you're wasting your
mhm,
time. There's no reason for us to keep you around. You gotta go.
mhm.
If he comes back eventually and he plays well and he shows that he is the number one cornerback on this team, I mean, you got him locked in.
Yeah.
At this point, it's you have to mend that relationship, because I do think that relationship is definitely a
Getting
little bit
rocky.
fractured. It's
Yeah.
it's it's fractured, and it is on the rocks right now. And I
Yeah.
think finding Diggs is kind of like it's a not so subtle slap in the face. Like,
Yeah.
get your shit together.
Get your shit together. If not, you already know what's about to happen. So to me, that's sending a message. You and at any time as a player, if you're not performing and then it gets brought to your attention, that's a direct slap in the face. It's one of those things to where it's like, oh shit, now they're starting to try, now they're gonna take away my pay because I'm not showing up to practice. Like who the fuck do you think these people think they are? Like, I mean, and their
The
ownership.
Joneses.
Exactly, their ownership. So, you know, from a player's perspective, you're gonna think that, but at the same time, it's like they're the ones that sign your check. They're the ones that pay you. So you need to get your shit together. And if you don't, then guess what? That just leans more towards, hey, I'm probably not gonna be here anymore after this year or, moving forward. That could be the case. Maybe he
I'm
already
hoping.
knows something.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's a professional enough to be like, you know what? Maybe my value's not high here, but I'm still gonna play my ass off because I can get my value high somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
And people
Exactly.
are gonna remember me for what I did before I got hurt, and they'll remember what I did in my recovery and how well I bounced back. So I think no matter
Exactly.
what, he's gonna play his butt off, and he's gonna try to raise his stock, if not here, for somebody else. But it's
Exactly.
just crazy to see the way the Cowboys are operating with that, because
The way
that's
that
such a
it's all
surprise.
unfolding, bro. Yeah, the
Yeah,
way that
that's
it's
it's
all
wild.
unfolding is crazy. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. The interesting news from the Cowboys. I'm
Mhm.
excited. We're getting closer and closer to August.
Bro,
August means we're getting ready to start that preseason. Like
can't
it's
wait.
it's right
I
around the
can't
mother
wait.
corner, bro.
Oh,
It's
oh,
gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. So that is our Cowboys news with Micah and Trey. Can't wait to start covering these Cowboys a little bit more closely.
yes.
Their off season is kind of like our off season. There's a lot of guys out there that are hammering out news stories every day. We're gonna give you the quick overview of
Yeah.
what
Of
we
what's
feel
going
is,
on.
yeah, what's important and what's just like, we're just trying to fill some time. So